Welcome to one of the fastest growing sports YouTube channels out there, Gold and Blue Dude. And today we're going to be talking about the FPI, specifically West Virginia. I might visit some other teams' FPI in the future, but today I'm doing West Virginia. And yes, I do have some issues with it. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Gold and Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. That is what I do. Hey guys, don't forget to check out my good friends at tristatewoodsketch.com. They have a lot of shapes and sizes you can choose from, so I'm sure you'll find something you like. All you have to do is send them your picture that you want on that piece of wood, and he'll make it happen. Right now, he's running a great sale. If you go over to tristatewoodsketch.com and mention that Gold and Blue Dude sent you, he'll give you buy one, get one free. So today we're going to be talking about the FPI, specifically for West Virginia, the Football Power Index, and the percent that they give West Virginia of winning each particular game. In an overview, it basically has West Virginia going 6-6. I guess that's believable. I think they're going to be better, but yeah, 6-6 is possible. I don't think it's probable, but it is possible. So according to Wikipedia, this is what goes into the FPI. It is a predictive for offensive, defensive, and special teams value measured by a function of expected points added. On the field performance in previous games, measured by an adjusted expected points added by each unit. College football, they also add extra days of rest, distance traveled. Each team's season is simulated a certain amount of times. Data from the last 4 seasons, number of returning starters on offense and defense, returning coaches or new coaches, and strength of their recruiting class, all added together to come up with the FPI. So let's look at West Virginia's season and see what kind of chances the FPI gives West Virginia winning each particular game. First game, at Maryland, road trip. They give West Virginia a 57.8% chance of winning. That's actually believable. It is in the first game. Maryland is going to be better than what people realize, and it's on the road, and it's still slightly in favor of West Virginia. That's believable. Next game, a home game against Long Island. 99.7% chance. Of course, I think it's going to be a blowout. Everybody does. I agree. Next game, a home game against Virginia Tech. 52.1%. What? So we have less of a chance of beating Virginia Tech at home than we do beating Maryland on the road. First off, I think Maryland's going to be a better team than Virginia Tech. Second of all, this is a home game. I do not agree with this. I think this should be at least 65%. Moving on though, at Oklahoma, 6.9%. I think that's a little low, but still fair. Oklahoma is going to be one of the best teams in the nation. It's on the road. We'll probably get beat by at least 2 touchdowns. Next game, a home game against Texas Tech. 62.5%. What? Texas Tech is going to be a terrible team this year, and it is at home. At minimum, this should be at 80%. That one makes no sense whatsoever. Next game, a road game at Baylor. 45.5%. What? Baylor is expected to finish in the bottom 3, and West Virginia has the potential of finishing in the top 5. At worst, this should be a coin flip, 50-50. But I would definitely lean in the favor of West Virginia and go maybe 55%. 41.5%, don't understand it at all. Next game, at TCU. 29.4%. You know, I have TCU beating West Virginia, but I definitely am not giving a very small chance for West Virginia to win that game. I think West Virginia has a legitimate shot of winning that game. It's on the road. TCU will be better, but West Virginia's going to have a pretty good team. I think this is going to be a back and forth battle, and it might come down to the last possession. I still have TCU winning, but 29.4%, come on guys. Next game, a home game against Iowa State. 32.6% chance of West Virginia winning. Again, I have Iowa State beating West Virginia, but it's at home. This should be at minimum in the 40s. I would give it probably 45 to 48% chance. Still in favor of Iowa State. They're a good team. I expect them to win. I am not expecting an upset. I'm not one of these non-realistic fans. Really low for a home game with a pretty good West Virginia team. Next game. This one really baffles me. A home game against Oklahoma State. 48%. This should be in favor of West Virginia, no doubt. Oklahoma State lost Chuba Hubbard and Mike Wallace. I think Oklahoma State takes a big step back this year, and I think they finish in the lower half of the Big 12. It should definitely be in favor of West Virginia, even if it's only slightly. 48%, not going to cut it for me. I do not agree with that. Next game, at Kansas State, 60.2%. I'm okay with that, but that makes the FPI at TCU look really stupid because both of those are road games. I do think TCU is the better team, but not that much better. I think West Virginia does go on the road and beat Kansas State, but I also think they go on the road and have a chance against TCU. So 29.4% versus 60.2%, that's a big gap. I'm trying to figure out how they came up with that one. Next game, yes, I'm not liking this next game at all. A home game against Texas, 31.4%. I don't know why this is so low. That makes no sense at all. There is no way to make this one make sense. Maybe they're factoring in the Texas brand, I don't know. But you're saying that West Virginia has a better chance of beating Iowa State at home than they do Texas at home. That is sheer nonsense. Texas leads this series against West Virginia since we've been in the Big 12 by 1 game. This has turned into a rivalry. There is no way that West Virginia has a better chance of beating Iowa State than they do Texas. I would say West Virginia has a better chance of beating Texas at Texas than beating Iowa State at home. So this one completely baffles me, and it makes me mad. I am not okay with this one. It's stupid. Not to mention they are breaking in a new head coach. Yes, he's being highly touted, and they also lost their 10-year starter Sam Ehlinger at the quarterback position. No, this percentage should be much, much higher. At minimum, a coin flip. But even for me, that would be too low because I expect West Virginia to win this game. I would say 65% in favor of West Virginia. Last game at Kansas, 87.4%. So you're telling me that Kansas has a 12.6% chance of winning this game? No, it should be nowhere close to 10%. I know there was that one time when Kansas beat West Virginia a long time ago, but we had a terrible team that year, and Kansas had a better team. This will be one of the worst teams Kansas has ever fielded in history. No, to me, they don't have any more than a 5% chance of winning this game, and that's being generous. Maybe I'm way off on this. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Give me some comments. Maybe there's a few games that you agree with me, but a few games that you disagree. Or maybe you just agree with the FPI altogether. Let me know. That's all I got for you for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.